Unitarian Universalist congregation. Our community envisions an interconnected world that is loving, just, and healthy. We commit to live out our mission to welcome and wonder, embrace and empower, bridge and become. Thank you for joining us today. It's so good to be here. My name is Liz Clement. I use they and she pronouns. I'm a white woman with dark brown hair pulled back, and I'm wearing a green sweater today. I'm a member of our worship arts team. Leading worship with me today is Ann Colbury, our Reverend Sarah Lewis, our Director of Community and Faith Development, Troy Fisher, our Music Director, and three beloved members of our OUUC community. You are welcome here just as you are, whatever beliefs sustain you, whomever you love, however you understand and express your identity, and in all the ways you are still becoming the person you will be. A few things to know about our service today. We're streaming live on Zoom and YouTube, and the service is being recorded this morning. For those here in the sanctuary, you can see the sometimes creative subtitles on our screen up here in front, and those are also on Zoom. If you're online, you can turn those on through your settings. Over here, we have soft, comfy chairs and activities for your hands so everyone can be comfortable. Please do whatever it is that you need to do to be comfortable. We're a multi-generational community that welcomes people of all ages right here in the sanctuary. There's also nursery care and a story time program for children of all ages in the back classroom wing, just right down the long hallway out here. Please be where you're most comfortable. We're so grateful for the many hands that helped make worship happen this morning. Thank you to all who contribute in so many ways. After the service, everyone will have the chance to discuss reflection questions rising out of our time together this morning. For those online, we invite you to go into a breakout room for a virtual coffee chat. And for everyone here in person, please feel free to stay for coffee, tea, fellowship, snacks, connection in the commons. It's just a great time to be together. We do have a special announcement that you're going to probably hear several times in several different ways in the coming weeks. We're asking for everyone's help to make OUUC a more inclusive community, especially for one of our young ones who we've learned has a severe peanut allergy. To help support their participation and their family's participation at OUUC, we're in the process of moving toward becoming a peanut-free facility. Yes, yay. So what this means for you and also for me, it's just one of the ways we can take care of each other to live out our mission to welcome and wonder, embrace, and empower. So for us, the practical part of it is, please do not bring any peanuts, peanut butter, or peanut products that contain peanuts, and that includes peanut oil. So this means getting used to reading ingredient labels, just putting a little thought into what we're bringing into the building. Thanks so much, everybody. It's really good to be able to do what we can to make this a safe space for all of us. And as always, even as some groups and activities take time to rest this summer, there's still many, many things happening at OUUC. Please check the Tuesday electronic update for the most up-to-date information. Now, let us open our hearts and our minds as we prepare for worship. Welcome, everyone. It is good to be together.
Good morning, friends. Let's sing a morning song together, shall we? Out of the great hymn book, hymn number 346, Come Sing a Song With Me. I invite you to rise in body and our spirit, and let's enjoy this great song. Bring you home when home is hard to find.
This morning, we join UU congregations worldwide in lighting our chalice, the symbol of our faith tradition, with words adapted from The Symphony of Life by Douglas Taylor. Each of us lives out our lives knowing our own story, our own private melody. Life is a sharing of melodies, of our love and interest, of our yearning and questions. We gather this morning as individuals creating harmony in community together. May our different ways of knowing blend together. The world is rife with discord and trouble. Injustice and suffering weigh us down and stop our voices. May we learn to trust in love, in our own voices, and in the trembling faith of our forebears that we have a part in this symphony and that we can join this chorus and bring some beauty to the cacophony around us. May there be meaning and power in our song, and may our individual voices blend into this chorus.
Good morning. I'm Reverend Sarah. I use she, her pronouns. I'm a middle-aged white woman with brown curly hair, today wearing a teal dress. Our opening words are offered by Arlen Goff. Music arises from depths unknown, often without words, but never without meaning. And spirit rises from deep within me, seducing my body to join the song. First, a tremor in the soul, then tapping of toes. Breath aligns with breath, heart beats in syncopation, and a stuttering buzz in my throat becomes a hum. Breath with breath, beat with beat, and music and spirit arise together. Wed with faith and hope and love and power, a song is born, bursting from my lips in sweet, sonorous symphony. A melody joining with other souls, perhaps in tune, perhaps not, but a song still arising from deep within and from community. Spirit moves, soul births song, and hope fills life, and I am not alone. How can I keep from singing? Come, let us worship together.
And let's do that very thing, huh? Let's rise and sing together hymn number 108, My Life Flows On, an endless song. My life flows on in endless song, of lover's lamentation. I hear the real, the far off hymn, that hails a new creation. Through all the tumult and the strife,
Bless you. My story for you today comes from the Jewish scriptures, and it's about a king named King Saul. Now, as you might imagine, being a king is a really big job. Well, yeah, sure, you don't have to necessarily make your own bed in the morning, but there's still a lot to do, and there's a lot of responsibilities, and you have all these enemies to worry about and people who might want to harm your people, and it's your job to keep all your people safe. It's really big. And at least that's how King Saul felt about it. And King Saul tried his best, but sometimes his best wasn't good enough. Anybody ever felt like that? Your best just isn't good enough? And then King Saul felt bad about himself. King Saul also suffered from really bad headaches, just awful headaches. And if King Saul lived now with us, we would probably say, oh, geez, it seems like you're having a really rough time. And, maybe you should see a doctor about your headaches. But back in King Saul's time, what people said was that the king was beset by evil spirits. And King Saul's many servants who cared about him and worried about him wanted to do something about this. But what could they do? What would help King Saul? And then they thought, music. Music might help. And so they went to the king with this suggestion. And King Saul was lying on his couch with his hands across his eyes to keep all the light out. It felt like nails were being driven into his head. And so they spoke very softly. What if we brought a musician to play the harp, and it might soothe you and help? I suppose, said the king, feeling awful. And then one said, I have seen a young boy named David. He's a son of Jesse in Bethlehem, and he plays the harp really well. He's also brave and has really good manners, which is important in the court of a king. We could bring David here. We could go and ask Jesse to send David to play the harp. And so King Saul agreed to this. And the servant went to Bethlehem and asked Jesse if his youngest son, David, could come to be and play the harp for King Saul. Now, Jesse was a little worried. David was very young, but he's also very flattered. Why, his son and the king. Why, who knew where this might lead? He couldn't send him empty-handed, of course. He had to send presents, too. So Jesse loaded up a donkey with all kinds of good things, and David set out with a harp in one hand and leading a donkey covered in fine gifts for the king with the other hand, and walked to where King Saul was. And when he arrived, he went in, and King Saul was once again on his couch, suffering, and David began to play. He played the harp beautifully, softly, and after a while, King Saul got up. I feel so much better, he said. Why, David, you must stay with me and continue to play your harp. And so it was that David stayed with the king. And after much time and other adventures, which we don't have time for today, David became the king. A king who had started as a musician and who still valued music and the psalms, which were like hymns, so much. And so music continued to be an important thing for all the people. Thus ends our story for today.
Each Sunday, we engage in the spiritual practices of generosity and gratitude by joining together in service to our community and to something greater than ourselves. We each have the power to share, and when we combine our gifts to create an offering, together we are able to do much more than any of us can do alone. We also express our gratitude for the many gifts that life has given us, for the network of relationships in which we live, and for the presence of this community. If you are new or visiting us today, you are our guest, and we do not expect you to contribute. However, if you are moved to be part of our offering, what you give will be most gratefully received. The offering collected here at OUUC does two things. It supports the ongoing work of this congregation, which is also supported by our regular pledges. It also supports an organization in our community, serving in harmony with our Unitarian Universalist values. In May and June, our congregation collected a total of $7,519 in our offering. Of that, $2,924 will go to the Multicultural Service Center of South Sound. That's an organization that provides direct services to recent immigrants in our community. $835 will go to the Minister's Benevolence Fund to help folks in need, and $3,759 will support OUUC's operating costs. Thank you for your generosity, everyone. Our Share the Plate organization for July and August is GRUB. That's Garden Raised Bounty. Just a block from here, it's close by in our own neighborhood. This is what they share about their work.
Good morning, Olympia UU congregation. I'm Carenza Mabwa, the program manager for GRUB's Growing Home Collective, and this program grew out of a series of Black community listening sessions in 2021 on how GRUB could better support the Black community around foodways, food history, cultural, and land. And as an affinity program led by an all-Black advisory group, the programming is by, for, and with the Black community. Participants get to experience the gift of connection and to relax and be fully present in the richness of cultural knowledge and skill sharing. We consider this a wellness antidote to the assimilation, minimization, and erasure that's often experienced living in the dominant culture. And impacts of oppression and white supremacist redlining practices are still present. This is a sacred space that we create where we're normalizing shared lived experience and expertise. Participants are Black members, alumni of GRUB's programs, partner organizations, and various resource networks we're growing locally and regionally. So from foraging wild plants to making herbal medicine and cooking, remembering ancestral foodways, celebrations, we grow food on the farm. Families and elders, individuals get to join in building power and leadership and healing their relationship to the land and food, as well as reclaiming untold contributions that Black folks have made to all of our story. So stories. Sometimes we hear Black people say they never knew how much they needed this kind of space until they arrived. Some children who've always been a minority in school look around and say, everyone is Black and they're beautiful. Kiddos get to pick and learn cooking and eat fresh herbs and veggies. And people realize they have skills to share and join us. So how can you help? Some of you attended our Juneteenth celebration. That's our one public celebration for all. And we threw down a soul food feast you don't want to miss next year. Please consider doing outreach or volunteering for it. Donate. Your gifts will go to our workshop costs and honorariums for the advisory group and guest presenters. Thank you.
May the offering now be generously given as it is most gratefully received.
Thank you for your generosity in all the ways that you share your gifts. This morning, we do what humans have done for all of our existence. We gather in times of worry and anxiety, and in times of celebration and joy. We come into our community bringing all that is on our minds and in our hearts. Let's open our hearts to the complexity of life as we place stones in the water of community. You will hear a drum beat. Allow its resonance into your body. It is the heartbeat of life, the heartbeat of community. Right now, I invite you to take a deep breath. Feel the air in your body. Feel the earth beneath us. Feel the warmth of connection. We extend our hearts with care to the family of Greg Sorley, who died last week. Greg had been attending OUUC this past year after the tragic death of his wife, Gail Blomstrom. He lived with cancer for these past months and died at home surrounded by family and friends. May Greg rest in peace, and may peace come to those who mourn him. Let's open our circle wide. For those on Zoom, I invite you to share from your heart by entering in the chat. Those in the sanctuary can see your sharing on the screen, and it's shared with Reverend Mary and the pastoral care team. For those in person today, we invite you to come forward if there is something that you would like to bring into this community. You may place a stone in the water as you hold your sharing in your heart. Let us hear the heartbeat of our community and reach out our hearts in love and care to all those who share. We place a stone in the water for all that has been shared online, shared from the heart. And one more stone in the water for all that we hold in our hearts that remains unspoken. We hold together all that has been shared. May you feel yourself witnessed. May you know yourself beloved. For our prayerful practice this morning, we're inviting you from your seats to join in singing number 1002, Comfort Me, as we get to each verse. We'll pause between each verse as I share a prayer. Feel free to close your eyes throughout if you know the song or if that feels right to you. Oh, my soul. At times, the challenges I face are too much. Too much illness, too much struggle, too much conflict between family and neighbors, too much suffering in the world, on our screens and out of sight, but we know it is happening, and what shall we do? Can I bear the weight of it all? It is hard to be human, especially a soft-hearted human. Spirit of love, will you comfort me?
Comfort
Comfort
me.
Comfort me. Comfort me, oh my soul. Comfort me. Comfort me.
Comfort me.
Oh my soul. Oh my soul. At times I feel alone, isolated, even if there are people around me. It can be hard to share my inner world with others or to let them help me. But when we sing together, I feel others' presence. And I know that together we have enough caring to go around for everyone, including me. Gathered community, will you sing with me?
Sing with me.
Sing with me. Sing with me, oh my soul. Sing with me. Sing with me. Sing with me, oh my soul. Oh, my soul, sometimes I am just weary. When it's hard to get out of bed in the dark morning, hard to face difficult tasks, hard to lift my foot or open my heart, I know I may need rest and fortitude. I may need to refill the well within me. Rest is a gift that I will try to allow myself to have when I need it. My needs are important, and I deserve rest. Oh, my soul, you can rest.
Rest
with me. Rest with me. Rest with me, oh, my soul. Rest with me. Rest with me. Rest with me, oh, my soul. When I have been nourished with song, I grow stronger. When I have felt the presence of caring community around me, I feel more able to use my own power. When I have given my body and spirit the rest they need, I am renewed. And yes, my soul, when the light grows, mercy, the light is growing. Day by day, like a green growing thing, I am ready to rise. In power and beauty, I return to the world and bring to it my love and my joy. Rise with me. let us hold a moment of silence together.
At OUUC, we are a vibrant, diverse, and growing group of individuals coming together to create something greater, which we name community. We know that we will thrive if each of us feels seen, heard, and has a sense of belonging to this spirit-seeking community. We trust that offering a variety of opportunities to share through our stories will help us move toward that goal. One powerful experience that unites us is music. As Reverend Sarah read earlier, music and spirit arise together, a melody joining with other souls, perhaps in tune, perhaps not, but a song still, arising from deep within and from community. So today, we will hear from 3 congregational members, and they will reflect on a favorite hymn, sharing how the music and lyrics hold personal meaning for them. After seeing and perhaps feeling each hymn through a new lens, we will then sing it together, building meaningful connections to the speaker, music, and each other. Our first speaker is Sharon Love.
Good morning. I'm Sharon Love. I am a white woman with white hair in my very late 50s in a blue dress. I use she, her pronouns. We sang Gathered Here recently for the first time in a long time. It was like running into an old friend. So when I was asked to speak about a hymn, it's the one that came to mind. It's a short and simple round. For those who don't know it, it goes like this. Gathered here in the mystery of the hour, gathered here in one strong body, gathered here in the struggle and the power, Spirit, draw near. In thinking about this hymn, it felt like something I'd always known, though I associated it with this congregation. I did a little research and realized why. I'd been a Unitarian Universalist all my life, but I joined this congregation when I came to Olympia in 1989. What I learned from a bit of Googling was that the song was written in 1990 by Phil Porter. I don't remember when we first sang it. Back then, we didn't have a choir, though, but we were pretty good at singing rounds, so this one rapidly became a favorite, and we sang it very frequently. I think I love it so much because it focuses on gathering in community and how that makes us stronger and better able to face the challenges of life. While I appreciate the value of quiet contemplation, communing with nature, and the like, for me, what fills me up is gathering with others, especially singing with others. I think it also speaks to a larger part of my spirituality. The final line, Spirit, draw near, fits with my view of the divine. I would be considered an atheist by most measures, but I can't quite give up the idea of some sort of mystical something. And spirit works for me to characterize that element of the mystery of life. In this time, it seems especially important that we gather in one strong body, for there are many struggles ahead of us.
Let's sing this hymn together, shall we? Gathered here in the mystery of the hour, gathered here in one strong body, gathered here in the struggle and the power, Spirit draw near. We need to sing it in a round. And it's easiest just to divide down the aisle, but look at how uneven the numbers are. That's okay. I'm going to add the people up here over into this group. We'll start with group 1 and then group 2, and I'll help you navigate. If you get lost, just join a group 3. We'll go 3 times through. Here we go. Ready? And gather here in the mystery of the hour. Gather here in the mystery of the hour. Gather here in one strong body. Scattered here from the struggle and the power. Scattered here from the mystery of the hour. Gathered here in the mystery of the hour. Gathered here in one strong body. Scattered here from the struggle and the power. Scattered here from the mystery of the hour. Gathered here in the mystery of the hour. Gathered here is one strong body. Scattered here from the struggle and the power. Spirit draw near. It's nice to sing around.
Wonderful to see all you good friends. I am a 90-year-old she/her lady who discovered this beautiful community in 2001 and have just loved it ever since. We seem to have a theme here about gathering, because as I thought, how does one choose a favorite hymn when there are 414 to choose from in the gray hymnal and 74 more in the blue hymnal? I have always loved to sing, and especially in choirs or choruses or in gatherings of informal groups. Singing with our church choir is a total great joy for me. Gather the Spirit, harvest the power. Our separate lives will kindle one flame was written by Jim Scott. It speaks of that connection that I feel so beautifully in this congregation when we sing together and at so many other times. Some of you may remember that Jim Scott visited our congregation some years ago and did a concert here. As I pondered this thought of music and connection, a memory from my far distant past came to my mind. I was in elementary or grade school during World War II. They had schools back then. Yes. Yeah. My K through 7 school was just up the street from my home in the suburb of Chicago. We would occasionally have air raid drills, and when the very loud alarm was sounded, we would drop everything, line up at the door, and walk out to our assigned part of the school hallway and sit down. When all the classes were there, our principal would say a few words, and then with Miss Weisinger at the piano, we would all sing together all the military songs. Anchors aweigh, the caissons go rolling along, from the halls of Montezuma, and off we go. Right. It was a feeling of great, great patriotism, a gathering of the Spirit. Let's gather the spirit of our connection and sing number 347, Gather the Spirit.
So I'm Carbon, and I use he, him pronouns. And today I'm wearing a Hawaiian shirt that was my grandfather's. When I heard the prompt for this reflection, which was talk about a song we sing at church and what it means to you, one song immediately jumped to mind for me, and that song is Spirit of Life by Carolyn McDade. This song means so much to me, and I'm sure so much to many, many of you. I bet just about anyone here could be up at this pulpit giving a reflection, and I think we'd all have something a little bit different to say about this amazing hymn. And I think, in a way, that's kind of why it's the perfect UU hymn for me, because what's more UU than coming together in the same community with the same practice and everybody taking something a little bit different home with them. I could talk about the beautiful lyrics of this hymn that I'm sure mean a lot to you and definitely mean a lot to me, but I won't be doing that today because To me, this song is more like a smell. It's like the smell of my grandma's cooking. As soon as I hear it, I'm transported to a place in time. Suddenly, I'm a little kid back in the OUUC classrooms. My memory gets a little bit fuzzy back then, but I think we sang that song just about every single week in the elementary class. And I knew it by heart, along with the hand movements, though those have escaped me over the years. To me, the song is those classes. The song is stacking blocks into ridiculously tall towers and yelling, "Get out of the way," when they finally came tumbling down. It's wisdom stories acted out with Playmobil and little felt dolls. It's coloring sheets and the smell of crayons and forgetting to put the caps back on my markers. But more than any of that, it's community. And it was two kinds of community for me. On one hand, it was the children's own little ritual. We owned that ritual, it was ours. And as a little kid in what felt like an ocean of adults, I really cherished owning my own ritual. It made me feel special and more connected to the other kids at OUUC and more connected to my faith. But we didn't just keep this ritual to ourselves. In fact, I think the adults probably would have rioted if they never got to sing Spirit of Life. And so they did, or we did together. In a sea of songs that I didn't know, I had a friend. I had a song that I didn't have to worry about getting the words wrong to. I didn't have to just mumble along. I could really sing it as hard as I wanted. And that's when I really felt like a UU and really felt like a member of this community at OUUC. So let's sing together.
A favorite song, drafting a reflection, and speaking in front of a mic is quite different from chatting with a friend or a small group about it. So thank you, Sharon and Ginny and Carbon, for accepting the invitation to share with all of us how the song you chose has come to hold special meaning for you. Let's take a moment to reflect on something we learned about the speakers from their choice of song and their memories of and connections to it. What insights did you gain? And think about how it felt singing these hymns together after hearing their significance to the speakers. Did the songs trigger any of your own memories? Spark deeper understanding of the lyrics? May we continue to share with each other how the music that we experience here deepens our personal and shared sense of community and spirit.
Let's sing together a congregational favorite, Blue Boat Home. I invite you to rise in body and or spirit, and let's sing together.
We extinguish our chalice today with the words of Becky Laurent. As flame is to spirit, so spirit to breath, and breath to song. Though we extinguish the flame in this sanctuary, may we tend it in our hearts until we meet again. Go in peace, go in joy, go in love.